Hi all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bog. This video is going to be a challenge video that's been issued by Michael from Diecast Loonie, and it's his favorite picks for 2021 challenge. He chose 10 cars, and I'm going to try to stick to that. I'm not entirely... My collection is pretty much varied all over the place, and I like to, so I'm just gonna kind of pick the ones that were kind of a hard find for me, and some that were surprising finds, and finds that I'm really glad I had. I might cheat a little bit and add one extra one, but Michael knows which one I'm gonna show. I'm sure of it, but I'm gonna start with this one, which is a Volkswagen Sunnegon, which I was looking for a very long time. I had an original casting years and years and years ago when it first came out, but then this premium came out, and it's really cool because it does have a pop-up kind of a top. Now the reason why it's one of my favorites ever, and I think favorite find for this year, is because I used to have a high school science teacher who had one of these. And as a surprise, because we used to have shop when shop was something, or auto mechanics where you had something like that at school. During a lot of us, he was our favorite teacher, so what we did was one of the kids stole his keys, and we actually moved his van into the garage, took the engine completely out of his van, and then pushed it back into its parking spot. And when he went out to start it going home, it didn't start. He opened up the back to find out why, and the engine was completely gone. So then all of us kind of led him into the car shop, and what happened is we had completely souped up his engine with chrome and custom parts and custom exhaust and everything like that. And with these ones, you know, like 1 or 2 hours and the engine is back in and it's running beautifully. So he really loved it. So that's why this one is like one of the personal favorites of mine. Now this one is the one I'm gonna bit of a cheat on, and Michael knows about it because right now it is one of my favorites, and that's his custom that I got of his BMW 2002 that he did for me and I won for him, and I think it's one of my favorites for this year, just because it was a nice surprise gift, and he did a really nice job just with a simple few things, which for me now it's up in my display and will stay there for quite a while now, because yeah, I think it deserves that place. The next one, I really love this model and car itself. So this is the Lancia Stratos Group 5 that was out just this year, and I think it's just a stellar model, one of my favorites that Hot Wheels has done for this year. So I'm really happy I was able to find it. Another one for me that's a really cool find is, this is by Kenner, and it's from their Hot Ones series, and this one is the Saturn Seeker. It might not be everybody's taste, but I do remember when these first came out in the very early 1980s, I think to 82 or 3, because it was only a couple of years that they had them out. And I had the whole series of these. Mine was in white, but this one I found this year, and it just brought back so many memories that I started trying to find as many of the older castings as I can. To me, is just an amazing model, and lots of memories for me. So that's one of the main reasons why I picked this one as one of my favorites. Another one was one of my favorites because it's a surprise find that I didn't think I could ever find, but which was this one here. And this one's the Matchbox, and they call it a, oh, let's see here, Midnight Magic. There's a different version of this, but it also has a nice focus. It also has a nice feature, which is the back opens up on it. So that's really one of my nice surprise finds in beautiful condition. So it had to come in this one. Next one is one that was super hard to get this year, which is the, I think it's the 2016 Bugatti Chiron. And this one was a premium that everybody's been looking for, and so was I. So I was really happy I was able to get it, because it is just beautifully done. Excuse me. Another Hot Wheels premium that I was looking for a long time, but wasn't ever able to find until earlier this year, which is the 50th anniversary series of the 71 Datsun 510 wagon. And that was this one here, and I think it's just a beautiful model that I am super stoked about having in my collection. I do like these Datsuns, and I like the Datsun 510s and the 510 wagons. And this one is just so minimally tempoed that it's just looks beautiful. So that's one of the main reasons why I do like this one very much. The next one I'm gonna put on here is because I just love it very much, and I think Johnny Lightning did a spectacular job on it. And it's the yellow version of the FJ Cruiser, I think this is. I have one that came out with a trailer, but this one here is just, it's just a beautiful looking model. So you know, it's really nice to see somebody making this particular one. And another awesome find for me, and one of my personal favorites, is by Mini GT, and it is the LB Works Nissan GTR in this light blue. I love the Liberty Works livery, and they shoved it onto a GTR, so you can't go wrong with that. And it's one of my favorite models and colors of this one. So it was really awesome to get it. The next to last one, because it's my first and only one from this brand, and I hope to eventually get more, and that's the it's the Tiny or Inno 64, but the Nissan Silvia, but the Rocket Bunny for Coca-Cola. It's my first Inno or Tiny model. I'm not big on Coke, but I had to get this one because it's just an awesome looking model. It was just a wicked find and a great score for me, so I'm really happy I was able to find this one. And the last one, if I can get it out of its case, is the excuse me, here is the Di Tommaso Mangusta in their premium line. For me, it's one of my all-time favorites so far, because I used to have the poster of this as a kid on my wall because it was so innovative, the way the rear opened up to where the engine was, and the details that a Hot Wheels put onto it. So it is just a spectacular model, and my favorite, I think, find for this year. But I'll leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Michael, thank you for issuing the challenge. It was a lot of fun to do. It was really hard trying to pick which ones you want. Thank you very much. If you like this kind of content, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see everyone in the next video.